ParamasivamPillayVaiyapuri avargal.
Next, we would like to welcome His Excellency Paramasivam Honorable Vice President of Mauritius. Mr. Vaiyapuri was the High Commissioner of Republic in Mauritius in South Africa. He took active part in the Forum on China-Africa Cooperation in December 2015. He also organized National Day celebrations this year, 2016. As an advisor to the Minister of Education and Science from 2002 to 2005, he has constructed 35 new schools in a very short span of time of 4 years. He was a member of Mauritius Tamil Temples Federation for a brief period in 1982. So here we have Mr. Vaiyapuri.
The President of the Madras Development Society, Dr. Sampath, Dr. Justice Lakshmanan, Chairman, Your Excellency, Mr. Moses Virasamy Nagamuttu, Prime Minister of Guyana, Excellencies, Honorable Ministers, distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, Yellorkum Vanakkam. That's 2 words already. Since my nomination as Vice President in April 2016, this is my first visit abroad, and I feel blessed that the country I am visiting happens to be India, Tamil Nadu, the motherland of my ancestors. So, thank you, Dr. Sampath, President of the Madras Development Society and convener of this conference, for the invitation. Indeed, it is a moment of pride and privilege for me to be present as a special guest at this 3rd World Tamils Economic Conference. My speech will focus mainly on business and investment opportunities in Mauritius, which has a small population of 1.3 million, but more importantly, on how Mauritius can be used as a platform for business and investment opportunities in Africa, a market of several hundred millions. Among the Indian diasporas, the Tamil diaspora is a very strong and vibrant community whose presence has been in Asia and Europe from age-old days, when the Tamil people developed commercial ties with various countries all over the world. It is estimated that the Tamil diaspora, present in some 190 countries all over the world, has a numerical strength of more than 20 million. In Mauritius, Tamils have undergone the hardships of the indenture experience, be it on plantations or in sugar mills. Yet, hand in hand with their compatriots, they struggled and paved the destiny of the present-day progressive Mauritius. They have played, since the French colonization, important roles in political, social, and economic development of the country. They excelled in various fields and produced many stalwarts, like Sir Virasamy Ringadu, the first President of the Republic. According to the last population census conducted in 2011, Tamils numbered around 75,000, representing about 6% of the total population, excluding Christian Tamils. In order to preserve and tighten the link among the members of the Tamil diaspora, it is important that thematic events be organized regularly to group their representatives under one roof. With this aim, the first international conference on Tamil diaspora was organized in Mauritius jointly by the International Tamil Diaspora Association and the Institute of Asian Studies in July 2014. The chairman of the National Organizing Committee was Professor Armugam Pasuraman, whom many of you will recognize, former Minister of Education in Mauritius, and the theme of the conference was preservation of Tamil culture and identity. The initiative of the Madras Development Society today falls within the same context of maintaining the link among the Tamil diaspora and motherland Tamil Nadu through economic partnership. During the 3 days of the conference, businessmen, industrialists, and professionals around the world will make use of this platform to discuss business and investment opportunities. The conference will also serve to create professional networking and knowledge sharing. Before elaborating on business opportunities in Mauritius, let me just briefly give you some economic indicators about my country. Over the years, the economy has been successfully transformed following a smart shift from a monocrop model to a diversified, innovation-driven, and knowledge-based economy, underpinned by a broad spectrum of business activities. In 1976, sugar accounted for about as much as 18% of the GDP. In 2015, it only represented 1% of GDP, while manufacturing contributed 15%, financial insurance activities 12%, tourism 8%, export-oriented enterprises 6%, and ICT 6%, among others. The GDP per capita in 2016 is around $9,500, which places Mauritius at the upper middle income level economy. Now, why choose Mauritius as a business partner? Mauritius is continually reinventing itself. By leveraging its strategic position at the crossroads of Africa, Asia, and Australia, the island is gradually transforming itself into a hub for investors in search of security, transparent regulation, and high value addition. Allow me to quote the Secretary General of the United Nations, Mr. Ban Ki-moon, in his speech during his visit in Mauritius recently. Mauritius is recognized as the most competitive economy in sub-Saharan Africa. Its economic policies on growth, employment, and strong social welfare system are models for others. These initiatives have contributed to help Mauritius become an upper middle income country. End of quote. And Mauritius scooped the title of the best country to do business in Africa in the World Bank Doing Business 2016 report. Mauritius has, among others, the following positive factors to serve as encouragement for investors. Number one, impressive track record, political stability, and more than 3 decades of sustained economic growth. Second, the freest and most business-friendly country in Africa. Number three, secure investment location with established rule of law. 4, bilingual English-French skilled workforce. 5, state-of-the-art infrastructure. 6, preferential market access to Africa, Europe, and USA. During his visit as chief guest for the celebration of the anniversary of the independence of Mauritius on 12th March last year, the Prime Minister of India, Sri Narendra Modi, has redefined the status of our bilateral cooperation by inviting us to take a deeper insight at our common strategies. Subsequently, on 13th September this year, representatives from the Indian government have met their counterparts in Mauritius to kick off discussions to pave the way for more business exchanges between the two countries under what is called the Comprehensive Economic Cooperation and Partnership Agreement, SECPA. The implementation of the agreement is expected to be signed by the middle of next year. Both sides have identified existing opportunities in sectors such as financial services, ICT, health, education, research and development, and construction, among others. It is expected that SECPA would promote, through the expansion of trade, the harmonious development of the existing economic relations between India and Mauritius. It would also provide enhanced conditions for investment between our two countries. During his recent mission in India, Our Minister of Finance and Economic Development, Honorable Praveen Jugnauth, had meetings with His Excellency Sri Arun Jaitley, Minister of Finance, Sri Suresh Prabhakar Prabhu, Minister of Railways, and Sri Kalraj Mishra, Minister of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises, on bilateral relations and issues of strategic importance to Mauritius, including, firstly, the financial support extended by the Government of India to Mauritius, the sovereignty of Mauritius over the Chagos Archipelago, including Diego Garcia, then the fast-tracking of the conclusion of the long-awaited comprehensive economic cooperation and partnership agreement I just mentioned. Then there is the implementation of the Metro Express project, which the Government of India is financing, and the Visa on Arrival and Overseas Citizen of India card. Let us now have a look at the main industry sectors which offer excellent business opportunities between India and Mauritius. First, we have the Ict Bpo Financial Services. The Economic Vision 2030 of the Government of Mauritius aims at transforming the ICT industry into a key sector by fostering innovation and creativity and developing sustainable and high-value added economy. This sector contributes 6% of the GDP. Mauritius has been successfully developing its Ict Bpo capabilities through investments in infrastructure, intelligence, and innovation. With 700 Ict Bpo-based enterprises, the country has one of the richest technology ecosystems in Africa that thrives on innovation and collaboration across sectors. The industry which currently employs over 21,000 professionals, is being increasingly leveraged as a value-added one. Besides offering a distinctive advantage in bilingual skills, French and English, for UK, European companies, Mauritius has demonstrated capabilities in offering a compelling alternative for serving non-voice and IT needs of multinationals. Leading global companies have trusted Mauritius for its enabling business environment, excellent telecommunication facilities, and political as well as social stability. About the financial services, Mauritius offers a well-capitalized, sophisticated banking sector, comprising local and international banks which are actively servicing a wide range of retail, corporate, institutional, and private client base. Opportunities exist in setting up private banking, investment, and cross-border investment, and also Islamic banking. Another sector is the insurance, reinsurance, and private pensions sector. Mauritius boasts of a well-developed insurance sector offering life insurance, general insurance, reinsurance, captive business, and private pensions. The Mauritian insurance industry is supervised and regulated by the Financial Services Commission, which is mainly responsible for licensing, regulating, monitoring, and supervising activities in the non-banking financial services sector. Concerning listing and capital raising, Mauritius stands as one of the largest and most innovative capital raising markets of the African landscape. There are currently 2 securities exchanges licensed by the Financial Services Commission, namely the Stock Exchange of Mauritius and the Bourse Africa Limited. Concerning investment for Africa and Asia, Mauritius is a strategic global business jurisdiction situated at the crossroads of Asia and Africa. The global business sector, introduced in 1992, has since then been established as one of the leading financial centers of the region. And lastly, about these sectors, the regional headquarters and regional treasury centers. In line with the government vision, Mauritius is fast becoming the preferred headquarters for regional and global transactions, as well as regional treasury management. Now, this sector has evolved into a technology-intensive one. It accounted for 16%. I'm talking about manufacturing, which is another important sector. It accounts for 16% of the GDP in 2015. It offers investment opportunities in textiles and garment making, non-textile comprising light engineering, food and seafood processing, high precision engineering. Mauritius offers a number of benefits to international manufacturing companies to set up production units locally, and these benefits include preferential market access, like the Africa Growth Opportunity Agreement through to USA, the European Union through the EPA, and Africa through SADC and COMESA. We have competitive factor cost, modern infrastructure for setting up factories, modern free port and logistics facilities, bilateral agreements for free and preferential trade with some countries, sea and air connectivity, high-skilled, adaptable, bilingual workforce. A new sector which is coming up is the film industry. We know that India ranks second in the world in terms of film production. Mauritius has a lot to offer to the Indian film making industry. Mauritius has great weather, a wide variety of natural, urban and rural locations, as well as attractive film production incentives are among its assets. We have a very dynamic and motivated private sector in Mauritius, working closely with the public sector. The activities of the private sector are coordinated by the Mauritius Chamber of Commerce and Industry, which has developed and strengthened its relationship with the Indian private sector organizations for over 30 years. A joint business council was set up with the Federation of Indian Chambers of Commerce and Industry as far back as 1985, and another one with the Confederation of Indian Industries in 1995. Many projects have been implemented at bilateral level thanks to the cooperation that exists between private sector institutions of India and Mauritius. To conclude, let me again emphasize that Mauritius can represent for Indian companies an important platform for them to reach out to the African market. Not only is Mauritius an international financial sector with a network of double taxation agreements with a number of African countries, it has also signed numerous investment promotion and protection agreements, IPPAs. Furthermore, Mauritius is itself part of Africa, being a member of the African Union, SADC, and COMESA. Last but not least, we have people in Mauritius who have an extensive knowledge of the continent, who have had experience of investing in Africa, trading with Africa, and dealing with Africa. We also have people with networks in Africa, be it with the business community or with political circles. Africa is an expanding market with lots of opportunities. It has major investment requirements in the fields of infrastructure, energy, water, mining, but also in sectors such as telecommunications, pharmaceuticals, consumer goods, and transport. But it is a country, it is a continent of 50 countries and not one country. Doing business in Africa has risks, but also great rewards. And it is important for someone doing business in Africa to fully understand the dynamics of the country and with whom to deal with. This is where Mauritius can be useful for them, as we have the right people who can assist. China is today the #1 foreign investor in Africa and has been active in major infrastructure projects and trade deals. Indian companies have lagged behind, but the opportunities in Africa are still there, and using Mauritius would be an advantage for them to tap into those opportunities. Ladies and gentlemen, at this point, I would like to take a diversion to some more practical aspects of our current agenda. I am pleased to inform you that in Mauritius we have a Tamil Chamber of Commerce and Professionals. Its aims and objectives are very much aligned to those of this conference. In its contribution to my participation, the association has urged me to stress on the huge potential of the regional East African market. Before ending, allow me to congratulate the founder chairman of Madras Development Society for his initiative. I wish the organizers and participants a fruitful meeting and plenty of success in their objectives to further unite the Tamil diaspora through investment and business network. Mikka Nandri.